DBSCG things.
What's up, Yuhp gang? It's your boy Taxon, and welcome back to Yuhp DBSCG things. And today we're bringing you another very exciting battle, guys. This is going to be round 4 and the final of our local this week. This is GT Goku versus Frieza. But before we get into it, guys, I do want to say if you guys want any custom mats and or sleeves, absolutely check out Promats, guys. This is the best place to go get your custom card needs. Links in the description as usual. And also on the screen now you can see that they are holding a monthly tournament via Discord at the second weekend of every single month with some great prizing here. You can come win some Promat mats, TCG medal leaders, and also some booster boxes. So if this is something you're interested in, use the links in the description below to go to this Discord and join this. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this battle or my content in general, remember to hit all those buttons for me, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. And with that being said, guys, let's spin it around and dive in. And here we are with round 4 and the final of our local. We have GT Goku on the right side versus Hand Destruction Frieza. Frieza starting off his turn 1 with a pay 1 for a berry blue. This allows him to look at the top 7 cards for a 2-cost unison or a field. Obviously, his main target there is his unison, but going 7 card deep for that is very nice. So passing turn after that, going over to GT Goku. We do get to start our turn off with the leader swing, tucking a Saiyan, drawing 2. Now we will be able to use the unison effect, tuck, and add 2 markers. We only go to 3 markers here, but we have a strategy that we're trying to work around here. So here we're going to pay 1 for the Trunks to -10 the berry blue to try to save ourselves from losing a card next turn. So that about is our turn. We also have a deadly defender up for our unison, so we'll force our opponent to swing at that instead of our unison, so that's pretty nice there. So we will see. Frieza's turn 2 a little bit disrupted because I did get rid of that 1 drop. Paying 2 for the unison. Upticking. Choosing to discard a Riverand and drawing a card. Swinging 15k at my unison. He doesn't have a card in field to use his leader's auto, so leader almost useless here. Here I very well may decide to combo and keep this card alive so that I can force more attacks into it and or just keep it alive. I think I decided that a combo there was fine in order to keep it alive because it will save me an energy from replaying it next turn, and obviously that card's going to give me a little bit of value in the early game because it will save my opponent from swinging heavy into my unison. Starting my turn off with the Trunks, paying 1 for it, drawing a card, shoving it under the unison with activate main, adding a marker to it. Here we're going to use the unison effect, shove a Saiyan under, add 3 to it. We are at 7, so we get to use the leader effect, and then awaken. So there's an auto bottom, or shove 1, draw 2, awaken, rip to 6, draw 2. Did get a decently fat hand in that process, but we are going to be struggling against this unison. So homicidal clone really doing what it needed to do there. Looks like my first attack was directed at his leader, which was probably a big mistake. That leader attack should... actually, I don't know. I kind of missed it. But that's fine. So we're going to see the pay 1 effect for a Zarbon. Red really can't counterplay any of the 1-drops that he's hard casting because they kind of got to be in play. So Yamcha kind of worthless against hard casting these guys. So he will be able to effectively get his leader effect going off here. He uses the plus on his unison, discarding the Zarbon and then using his leader effect. And look at that, the first card in the entire game that he rips from my hand is my secret rare, and that card would have done a lot of work for me in this matchup considering that this deck is completely unison reliant. So that did kind of hurt. Looks like we're going to try to avoid taking crit damage, and we're going to use the difference of status. This card allows me to -5 1 card and then -5 for every marker I take off another card. I decided to take off a total of 2 markers there, giving 5k minus to the leader, and then making the unison of 5k so I don't have to deal with the critical attack. So here we're going to see the pay 1 effect for Zarbon, discarding a healing army pod. He does get the auto from the one in play because he did play Zarbon from drop area, and then he passes turn with 1 energy up. So here is the turn where the Battle of Dormants probably start. Starting off with a unison effect. Shoving that guy under, drawing a card. Starting off my turn with a King Piccolo. Yep, and we're attacking into the unison here. Probably really we just want to get rid of this 2-cost unison, get this thing out of play. So Dormant comes into play, or Dormant discards Dodoria. Dodoria comes into play, draws him a card off of Frieza Healing Army Pod. He can't block, so he kind of just he's kind of forced into taking those 2 damage since he didn't have a Frieza. So here we're gonna swing to 15k at the unison. I do get blocked, and that was a huge mistake because I was not paying attention to the fact that I just got dormanted during that first attack, and we talked about the fact that I couldn't get Zarbon during that Piccolo attack, so I kind of got distracted and forgot about dormant. So I ate that to the face. I did discard a card from my hand for Zarbon effect, and then I'm paying 1 for the blocker from the drop area. Or not from the drop area, from the under the unison. Passing with 2 energy up. It looks like we didn't want to invest more into our turn. Declaring window 2 to hit both those cards coming into play. Try to slow that down a little bit. Using King Vegeta's imposing presence on the leader. Minusing at 10k so I don't have to deal with that damage, and then also I don't have to deal with the crit from the unison unless he decides to combo, so that's going to be helpful for me as well. So there we didn't remember if he drew off the Zarbon or not, I believe that was for last turn or something like that. I don't know, I'm a little lost, but that's fine. I think that draw was because he triggered it during dormant. I don't know where that just came from. That's fine. Oh wait, no, that was when he played it and I counterplayed it. Yep. Anyways, starting off turn 4 with GT Goku by upticking the unison, and then swinging lead because we are expecting dormant because that card is going to be happening over and over and over again. We have no targets 2 or less on field, so it's a safe bet swinging leader first. It looks like we get Genyu'd here. It's actually very rough getting hit by Ginyu, because then it just allows him to add Dodoria from hand, or from drop to hand, and then play it, and then it draws him. Actually, I don't think that draws him a card because it's from hand. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what that Ginyu's, how that Ginyu's worded. But anyways, we're swinging. Swing 15 with Yamcha, swing 15 with Trunks, swinging 15 with the blocker, killing that unison because it was annoying. Using the Spirit Boost effect to play the pan out from underneath the unison. Here we're going to use the pay 2 effect for the Goku, for a Goku and a Trunks. Trunks goes off, he draws a card, and then Goku goes off, allows me to shove one underneath, draw a card, and then add a marker to the unison. Now you use Trunks activate main afterwards to go underneath, add a marker to the unison. Swinging 15 credit leader. Paying 1 to play the Goku out from under the unison. I played him off Trunks, so I wasn't using the activate main. I almost used the auto, but I did remember the auto and the activate main are both limit 1, but I didn't play him off the activate main the first time I played him off of pan. So I just played him there for a 1 energy 15k crit essentially. Waiting for the combo there, paying 1 for Goku. He comes out, he will minus 20 the Ginyu, and then we will swing 20k at his leader. Force his opponent to, forcing Frieza to combo. comboing that cell, and that cell being a very effective card that actually I believe should have drew him a card off of Frieza Army if it didn't already trigger. But I believe it triggered off of Ginyu. So here I do have a wide board, and I am about to learn exactly what it feels like to be hard casted 4 for Golden Frieza. So that will wipe my entire field, not ignoring barrier. And it does have 4 markers, so it will probably sit around for a while unless I decide to swing a bunch of 20Ks at it. Here he's swinging with his leader at my one drop, or not my one drop, my Deadly Defender Trunks, successfully wiping the entire field. Me there looking at my 4-drop in my drop area and then realizing that I forgot to use his auto when I attacked and reload something from the drop area, which that was kind of poopy. There using the Zarbon effect, discarding Dodoria to play Zarbon. Dodoria comes into play, and then he uses the leader effect to yoink a card from my hand, taking man on a mission, very powerful. And then giving that dual attacking unison crit, so both these lives of mine are going directly to the drop area. Going into turn 5 for me here, really rough because this would have been a great chance to play my Vegeta Secret Rare. But unfortunately, like I said, he yoinked that bad boy from me very, very early on. Starting off my turn with a lead swing. Unfortunate for me, I do get dormanted once again. So that was quite the hurdle to jump past. I do Yamcha the Dodoria on play, so I don't have to deal with Zarbon, but unfortunately because I minus it with my skill, I do have to technically discard anyways. Here we're using red. It's really just trying to dig for stuff to kind of put things into play because my hand is getting extremely low and I just know I'm losing it. So here I'm going for the double strike, trying to really push pressure in. So it looks like he's going to super combo, make me bottom deck 1 from hand. And then he's going to combo cell and then 1 from hand, leaving him with like 1 or 2 in hand, and that cell replays, which is like super, super powerful. I am under dormant, so looks like I'm going to pay 1 for Goku. Comes out, it kills the super combo, swinging 20 at the leader. This probably should have been into the unison. In all honesty, I do use the auto that time. So there, we're free playing Pan. He gets Frieza Charismatic. We're going to pay 1 to play Goku. Goku reloads 1, upticks. I was under dormant, so I can't swing. Four lives. Got had 2 cards in hand. Those immediately got yoinked. We're going to see the pay 1 for adding Dodoria back to hand. Then he's going to pay 1 for Zarbon effect to discard Dodoria and then play Zarbon. That will play them both and then trigger the healing army pod. Now he has targets on field to use for his leader effect to give dual attack or give crit to the dual attack unison, which is very powerful. Dual attack crit unison, there's not much interaction you can do there. So here, swinging in with the leader, drawing himself a card, trying to get a healthy hand back, because I did aggro him down to 1 card in hand. Here we're going to combo some cards from field, try to keep our life up. Looks like he's going to swing 10k lead, combo 1 from field. Looks like I combo a body from my field, just trying to keep life. Just trying to keep as much life as possible. I don't want to have to take life to hand and then get dumped on by the crits and then not be able to out combo him and just let him go to the drop. So I felt like comboing out of the little attacks was the best bet. So here we have no cards in hand. We don't charge. We start off by plus minus in the unison. Filter ourselves a new card. Swinging with the leader. We get dormanted off the rip. Off the rip. Should have seen that coming. The Zarbon block. Very powerful line of play there. Keeping himself alive with almost no cards in hand and two life. And with the way things are going, it looks like GT is running out of options here. looks like here we are going to free place that card underneath and then play it. Really just attempting to put a body on board. I think I'm just trying to put bodies on board to combo with. Here I pay 1 for the Goku, bottom deck absorb my super combo draw card because I literally had no other options. Here I pay 1 for a Goku Searcher. Like I said, I'm really just trying, I know my cards in hand are going to get taken away. So I'm just trying to load my board with bodies. Unfortunately, I didn't have any blockers under the Unison, so I do kind of eat that. And then here, big mistake, I did not activate the Spirit Boost effect to make him a triple attack. So I am under Dormant, and I did know this. Unfortunately, I knew I could only attack 1 more time, and I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just get my 1 attack in. Totally forgot to activate the triple attack so that he could untap and I could have combo power in field, so that's going to be pretty big. Here we're going to see some shenanigans, add the Doria, replay it off Zarbon or whatever. Pretty cool little 2 energy investment that helps cycle the hand back up. Here we're going to see the combo on the crit going to 25. And we're going to see a bunch of perfectly lined up 25k attacks because I have 10k on field. Paying 1 for the Doria, paying 1 for the Doria, loading his hand up with combo power, and I know what the game is. I take the damage, and with that being it, Frieza wins. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.